The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Quick, I have to catch a plane in a half hour for Paris to attend a series of industrial conventions that require precise timing. My watch just broke. You'll have to fix it in 15 minutes. Can you do it?
Come in.
What's Paul Newman got that I haven't had longer?
My friends. One thing to remember about dating a girl from Burbank. If you call up and a man answers, don't hang up. It could be her.
If I were here, I'd put a stop to all this kidding here about Burbank. I love Burbank, but of course I've seen Tijuana.
And now, from the beautiful downtown Burbank Nut and Bolt Boutique and home for the hopefully helpless, NBC tries once more to stamp out Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, starring the hopeful Dan Rowan and the helpless Dick Martin, with special guest star Danny Kaye and Artie Johnson, with Ruth Buzzy, Henry Gibson, Goldie Hawn, Alan Suze, and Laugh-In's Call of the Wild, Joanne Worley. Also happily helpless, Teresa Graves, Pamela Rogers, Jeremy Lloyd, and Lily Tomlin, and John Brown. And me, I'm Gary Owens, with this message for those young women who frequently find themselves bored and listless. Next time, girls, go out and fool around.
We've been married 3 years.
And we've found that what Scope says is true. Just once in the morning does it.
Fine-looking mouthwash you got there, Frank.
Hello. I wonder if you could take a look at this.
Speak a little louder.
I wonder if you could take a look at this.
What seems to be the trouble with this?
Well, all it goes is tick, 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 tick.
Oh, well, you don't have to worry for anything, lady. We have ways and means of making you talk.
You dirty old man.
I certainly hope so. Get out tonight,
Farkle!
I will when I'm warmed up.
Okay, where's the fire?
In your eyes, officer. We know it's our farewell appearance.
And it well may be.
What's that?
Never. It's a valise. Tonight
You
is
skipping town?
No. It's a big night tonight. You know, Danny Kaye's on the show.
Danny Kaye, my favorite.
Isn't that the
I
fact
love
of
Danny
life?
Kaye.
Oh, I do too. I came over to tell you that we had Danny Kaye on the show. Came over to the house last night. You weren't home.
No, I was at the library with Ethel. No, we always go to the library.
Library.
Yeah,
With Ethel.
we're very academically reclined.
I'm sure. Would you hold on to that, please?
Sure.
Just hang on to it.
Was one missing or something?
No, just hold it in your hand. Now, where was it you went with Ethel?
To the library.
What was that? What was that? That, my prevaricating partner, is a polygraph. A lie detector. Now we're going to put an end to some of these wild stories of yours. It's going to beep like that every time you tell a lie.
I never told a lie in my life.
Now, in the remote chance that you tell the truth, a little bell will ring.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I was getting pretty tired of those beeps.
That's the bell.
And I'm as honest as the day is long anyway.
You don't know what the truth is, and this machine's going to prove it. Now, you didn't go to any library last night, did you?
I did so. Oh, shut up. Big mouth.
It does have a big one. Now, you can't beat the machine. Maybe we can get the truth about you and Ethel. Where were you last night?
Well, right after we left the library party, I took her straight home. Okay, to my place.
There you go.
But we were only there for a minute. Well, she had to stay. Well, there was a regular blizzard in Canada. Gotcha.
I'm glad you read the papers.
Thank you. Anyway, I gave her a little friendly kiss on the cheek and a little hug. And that was it. Well, it was. Hey, 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
That's true. It would appear to me, sir, that your memory needs a little refreshing concerning your activities
last night's memories were very refreshing.
They were. We have a little surprise for you.
You're kidding.
Ethel.
Ethel? Ethel is here?
Ethel is
Oh,
here. Yes.
hello, Ethel.
Would you hang on to this, please, Ethel?
Oh, my golly.
Ethel, you remember Dick. Dick,
sure
Ethel,
do.
Ethel, Dick.
Well, I
What
guess
was it you wanted to ask Dick, Ethel?
Dickie, did you really mean it when you said you loved me forever?
Well, I most... well, nearly forever. Well, quite a long time, actually. Well, several months at least. Listen, I have this marvelous weekend planned.
Well, I'm not that kind of a girl.
Oh, that's a fine-looking lie detector you got there, Dan.
Well, folks, so much for the truth. Now then, it's time for the news. Okay, it's time for the quickie.
I say, do you know a Mrs. Elphinston Smythe?
Just a moment. Yes.
And were you with her on Thursday, the 8th?
Yes.
Well, I'm her husband, and I didn't like that.
Strange. Neither did I.
You want to know something funny, Mr. Thomas? I'm not even a doctor.
I know, Mr. Welby. I'm not even a nurse.
The joke's on you two, because I'm not even sick.
You show me a pair of curb feelers, and I'll show you a couple of the weirdos.
You mean your doctor told you to take 1 tablet before each meal and a brandy before bedtime?
Yeah. I'm a week behind on the tablets and a couple of months ahead on the brandy.
I'm crazy about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laugh-In now proudly presents our own sweetheartest song, Rosmenko and O'Shaughnessy.
Orkestra! Orkestra is možno ci knieci się wjorbać!
George Schlatter, his chemist, nie kończy
Cóż, noch to wejdzie, doch to cóż. Doch to wejdzie, doch to wejdzie.
Трибец и кровос и знаес мажётец.
И грозно изводится с ними,
Boję 10 to
In case of a prize, duplicate ties will be given.
And that's why we are sink.
Please, everybody go home. Was that a quickie?
Lady, do you realize you just drove through a crosswalk at 55 miles an hour?
Well, I know, strong, handsome, incredibly tall officer. But I just wanted to get through before I hit anyone.
Have you ever heard of a 60-second romance?
No.
Got a minute?
Come on, Tyrone. Good to see you. You want to go to the party with us?
Well, that is precluded by the prior obligation of escorting the turtle dove of my dreams from a prenuptial ceremony.
Oh.
What does he mean?
Oh, the girls are all over at Gladys' bridal shower. He has to go pick her up.
The protocols of which ritual exclude the swain.
What does he mean?
Well, he can't understand why he wasn't invited to the bridal shower.
Oh, Tyrone, the groom never goes to the bridal shower.
Never.
Oh, that's Tut-Tut and Pooh.
No.
Tut and Pooh.
Yeah.
I used to work with them.
He has a bachelor party. We've already planned yours. It's going to be a real blast, you know what I mean?
What did he mean?
Oh, well, he simply means that the bachelor's party consists of feasting, drinking, carefree gaiety, and festivities.
And women.
And women, Tyrone. You see, the bachelor's party symbolizes goodbye to all those things.
Goodbye to all of
Goodbye to all
Afraid
those
so, Ty.
well, maybe if the party gets really good, we should consider a postponement of the nuptial.
If the Republicans ever found out what that means.
This is no time to chicken out. Face up to it like a man. You go pick up Gladys at the shower. We'll go to the cocktail party.
I guess you're right. I go now to meet my betrothed.
Good boy.
Howsoever, I will saunter by the swings just for old time's sakes. One last swing.
Have a good time. Come on, while he goes to the swings, we'll go to the party. You're all invited.
Sexual permissiveness is the problem with today's children. Now, if it hadn't been for sexual permissiveness, we wouldn't even have today's children.
Did you notice my dress? Horace and I didn't like the show hair at first, but seeing it a few more times, you know, it started to grow on us all over our body.
I know today's youth show little interest in the church, but at least that gives them something in common with their parents.
Jeremy, I don't know what this country's coming to. Protest groups demanding freedom, criticizing government policies.
Well, we better keep an eye on that. The next thing you know, they'll be writing a Declaration of Independence.
Jeremy, have you met Bruce?
Oh, bookings are very heavy for the new nude movies. First, the theater manager books the show, then the Vice Squad books the theater manager.
I just gave Tiny Tim a nude statue with a clock in its stomach as a wedding present.
The clock doesn't work, but Tiny'll never find out. He's too embarrassed to wind it.
Well, it looks like we're on the way to reaching economic equality in America. There are almost as many white cats out of work as there are brothers.
Hey, listen, Kathy, why don't we go up to my place tonight? You know, I'm a marvelous cook.
Really? What's your specialty?
Breakfast.
I do believe in getting involved, just so long as the involvement is a tasteful one. Why, I even have a Fight Poverty sticker on my Rolls Royce.
If President Nixon's war on pollution is as effective as President Johnson's war on poverty, before we know it, we're going to have an awful lot of dirty, poor people.
Rosmenko, I've been meaning to ask you, do you have any motion picture industry in your country?
Oh,
It's a long walk, yeah.
Yes, it's a hard walk from over there. Yes, Mr. Romans, we do got it, movie industry. By us, we got latest new great hit called We Eat Horses, don't we?
Mr. Kay, my daughter-in-law complained that our house was too small for the three of us. So I added on a new bedroom at my own expense. And now she won't sleep in it.
Yes? Now, according to the Internal Revenue, we can deduct $600 for everybody we support. Well, now, this year, I'm listing the government of South Vietnam.
Goldie, you look absolutely thrilled.
Oh, I am, Sister Teresa. I just took my vow of silence, and I can't wait to tell everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is no truth to the rumor that a logarithm is a birth control for Catholic lumberjacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for our Scandinavian storyteller.
Det hör till flis, i så då får ni ner. Dyne flis, så håller man dem och blörne.
Hold it, just a second.
Excuse me. You're right in the middle of a story.
No, but look, we've had this guy on the show twice already now. Nobody has understood one word he said.
What are you talking about? Our Scandinavian listeners all understand it.
That doesn't help the rest of us. Now, look. I met a guy in a bar last night that understands Scandinavian perfectly.
Yeah?
His name is Sandy McDowell.
And he understands?
Oh, of course. Sandy, would you come in here? Hey! This is Dan. This is Sandy McDowell.
Pleasure to meet you. Hey. You understand Scandinavian?
Hey!
Oh, well, wonderful. Then after his story, you can translate it.
Hey! Okay, go ahead. Is the story finished yet?
Aye.
Good. Now you're gonna translate it. Huh?
Aye. Irna gossar ner. Irme verneser med en skott. Får mar gossar irme mar gossar. Det vill jag då. Eller Irma asar.
You met this guy in a bar, huh?
What's the difference? It's an old joke anyway.
Yeah, but I hadn't heard it before.
Oh, you're hearing it again!
Yeah.
One ringy-dingy, two ringy-ding. Oh, gracious, good afternoon. Los Angeles City Hall. This is Miss Tomlin of the telephone company. Have I reached the party to whom I am speaking? Mr. Yorty. Do you have a Mr. Yorty there? Y-O-R-T-Y. First name, Mayor. Oh, Mr. Yorty is the mayor. Well, is he there, please? Uh-huh. Well, can he be reached at another number? Where is that? Yokohama? What is that number, please? Yokohama 54367. And after 12, it's New Delhi 74211. In London, it's Trafalgar 87244. And in Athens, now wait a minute. Now just wait a minute. You are not dealing with just anyone's fool. I am a high school graduate. Now tell me, is this Mr. Yorty on the lam or something? Oh, he's a publicly elected official? Well, who elected him, Pan Am? Hello? Hello? Hello?
I always say there's no point in keeping a dog and barking yourself. I know it isn't funny. I just wanted to say it. I'm sorry about the whole thing now.
To the Queen.
To the Queen.
Oh, is he in town?
You could pass a test for drunken driving?
Pass it? What do you think I'm doing now?
Morning.
Morning. Excuse me, I'd like an expensive wristwatch for my wife.
Yes, well, I have seen your wife, young man. I wouldn't give you a sundial for her. You like to see something in a cuckoo?
No, but...
Out! Everybody out from this mushroom stadium!
How much news would an Agnew choose if an Agnew could choose news?
Just love to give you our views. La-da-dee-da. Ladies and gents, laughing looks at our news. Here's Dan.
Here with the news, the president, the man to whom the news wouldn't be news without the news. Here's Dickie.
Detroit, Michigan. In a surprise statement, a representative of the automobile manufacturers said today, "We have a plan to get rid of the smog in a year. The year will be 1982. 2, 3, 4. Take it away, Goldie.
Hi! Big Goldie here in the old, where am I anyway? Oh, my tinkle's gone. Anyway, featurette. Featurette, that is. Whew, here's the future news. Oh, interest, excite, and thrill. And here's Dan.
New York City, 1976, on the serious side. 20 years from now. The government water desalinization plant has finally succeeded in eliminating the taste of salt, but they're still working on removing the beer cans, orange peels, and old tires. Sort of a water pollution item. Calcutta, India, 1985. Theater-goers in this ancient city were shocked and appalled last evening at the premiere performance of the all-nude stage play, Oh, Cincinnati.
We now take you back to 17th century Italy and into the kitchen of King Leonardo.
I'm going to take my pancake into the king now. It's a no you pancake. It's my pancake. I started the pancake and then you finish him.
Crazy. Your pancake turned out lousy. This is my pancake.
No, you wait just a second. That's my pancake.
No, this is my
I'm gonna take
pancake.
this. No,
I'm
this
a
is
worker.
your pancake. Where do you take your pancake?
This is
I'm
not
gonna
my
take
pancake.
because I
That
tell
is not
everybody
my
that's what we taking it. You want to take your pancake? Hey, you want to take your pancake? Take your pancake. Take your pepperoni. Take your cheese. Take your tomato. And now take him back to the king. That's you lousy pancake. You can put him in the oven for all I care.
Hey, you know, this is not too bad an idea, you know?
What?
Huh? You take a look. I think we got something here.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hello?
A young boy.
Yes.
If this pancake,
yes,
he turn out to be a hit, I want a pizza reaction.
That's a good idea.
Let's put it
I
inside.
think I know what
Let's-
we're gonna call it.
What?
Let's call it a hubcap. A
Ladies and gents, laughing looks at our news.
And now, as part of the educational section of our program, here is Goldie Hawn, who will clarify the reasons behind overpopulation.
The reason for overpopulation is that there are more people than there were before because the old people today, who used to be new people before they came old, who were really busy making new people, are still here. Of course, they could move, but there'd always be people moving to and from where they were moving from. Besides, the freeways are already full of people moving from one place to another, and the trains are not always on time. Thank you. Next week, I shall explain why the trains don't run on time.
Yes. Bye, Claire. Goodbye. See you at the wedding.
Da-dee-da-doo. Ah, spiffy place you have here. I've never seen you more radiant, my sweet.
Oh, this is nothing. You should see the new outfit the girls got me. Oh, I can hardly wait to put it on.
I am breathless with anticipation.
Oh, all right. I'll do it now.
Yeah, good.
No peeking
Oh,
now.
I promise.
You promise?
Oh, promise.
Boy Scout honor?
Got 2 Boy Scout honors. Are you, changing my little pussycat?
Almost ready.
Ready. Da-da-da-da.
There. All new. How do I look?
I've never seen you more radiant, my love.
Oh, that's not all. You should see the other present the girls got us for our house.
Oh.
It's for both of us to use at night.
For both of us to use at night. Oh, joy supreme. What is it?
Our blankets.
Oh. Our blanket. How
Yeah.
wonderful.
Here's mine, and here's yours.
Mine and yours.
Certainly. 2 beds, 2 blankets.
2 bleds, my sweet. Whom have you invited to join us?
Well, no one. Well, you didn't think that we would actually... Why, Tyrone F. Hornine! What kind of a girl do you think I am?
I was hoping to find out.
Over my dead body.
I had hoped for a little better than that.
Why, Tyrone F. Hornine! Are you marrying me just for my body?
Uh-oh. Nay. Stay thy wrathful hand, my heart's true blood. For before you stands your ardent lover, racked by the tender passions coursing hot-blooded through the pulsating manhood whose swelling breast here palpitates in the burning fervor of love's fulfillment. Where you going?
I'm going to return one of the blankets.
There goes a real great broad.
Hi, I'd like to see a watch, please.
Would like to see a watch, please?
Something like a pocket watch.
A pocket watch, please?
Right.
Yeah. Well, here we have something here. It comes from the Olsen mines.
Is it shockproof?
I see the shockproof. Look.
You ninny, you and your brother Santa Claus.
Sad boy! He didn't mind nothing.
Oh, Mr. Vedal. That's omnipotent. Omnipotent. Potent with an omni in front of it.
I say that if people don't like the high cost of living, just let them try something else.
Yes?
Well, kindly old craftsman, I hope that you can help me. I don't understand. My grandfather clock, it stopped running.
Stopped running?
Yes.
Just 1 second, and I will see what is wrong with your grandfather clock. Yeah? Ooh, no wonder your grandfather is dead.
Tonight, Laugh-In looks at the generation gap. We're going to see what's separating the young from the old.
Georgie Jessel's lawyers here?
Come on, you know, the generation gap refers to things that divide the age groups. You know what I mean? Young people say there's not enough understanding.
Well, they knew they're just kids.
Well, that's just what I mean.
It is?
Well, Frank, didn't you ever disagree with your parents, for example?
Sure, but they were too old to understand me.
There you go, the generation gap. We've always had it. One person being cold and hostile to the ideas of another.
That's a generation gap?
That's right.
Oh, funny. You know, that happened last night with Francine. Hey, Francine, we're part of the old generation gap.
No, I'm talking about a lack of communication.
Oh, we communicated, all right. We just didn't have anything to say to each other.
Well, now, what in the world can you possibly do with a girl you can't talk to?
Well, now, let's see. How much time do we have?
Well, not nearly enough. Here's our look at the generation gap.
Gee, Dad, thanks for taking me to this swell movie. You know, I never could have gotten in without you.
That's right, son. That's right. Tell me, son, what did you think of the movie?
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, I thought that the boy's reaction to the girl's sadomasochistic tendencies certainly justified the perversion towards the end, but I found that the hedonistic over-tendencies were just too much to struggle for.
I just thought it was a dirty movie.
The trouble with the younger generation is too many of us don't belong to it anymore.
Hey, Pop, can I use the car? I gotta do my homework.
Oh, homework in driver's education?
Oh, sex education. I'm gonna drive over to the library.
There's just something about the campus in autumn. The leaves changing color, the pungent aroma of burning draft cards, not to mention the swell smell of fresh grass. That's what I call higher learning.
Well?
Sweetheart, you look just like a teenager.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Sweetheart.
What?
You look just like a teenager.
Well, what's your language? Gotcha, El Skinny. I may be petite, but I'm strong.
I don't know how much longer it can go on like this, you know. I'm on booze, and my wife is on tranquilizers. The older boys smoking grass. And the oldest girls are on pep pills, and The youngest sniffs glue. We've only got one kid in the whole family who's not on anything.
Well, what's his bag?
I don't know. None of us can get through to him.
Oedipus was the first man to close the generation gap.
Hey, baby. You know, you're really a groove. You think we ought to get married or something?
Yeah, why not?
Good. I'll tell the kids.
You know there's a generation gap when you're too young to vote but old enough to go to war.
Shirley? Where you going, Shirley?
Out on a date. Why?
Why? Well, have a look at you. 17 years old, wearing all kinds of mini skirts, putting all that makeup on your face, and having a half a dozen dates with different boys. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, you're just too old-fashioned. I don't know why I ever married you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a great deal to be said for the tasteful male-female relationship, just so long as this dangerous assault on our moral fiber remains controlled and at all times very tasteful, don't you see? Thank you.
We've come to report that our son ran away.
Yeah, and I can't understand it. We did everything for him. Why? And what a time he picked to do it. I'm doing Chicago tomorrow at a business conference. Had to cancel my golf lesson this morning. Tonight I'll probably miss my lodge meeting.
Why did he do it now?
I don't know.
It'll mean changing my whole schedule. Oh, and to top it all off, this week I'm cheerleading at our PTA meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, describe the kid. Height? Height.
Height.
I'd say somewhere between 4, 5, 6 feet.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Color of eyes?
Blue.
Brown. They're sort of brownish blue.
Color of hair?
Oh,
Black.
blonde.
Blonde. Yeah, he is. Blonde. Takes after her.
Okay, now, just give me his first name.
Howard.
Harold.
Howard. Howard.
Would you make up your mind?
Harold Howard, what difference does it make? He's our son. We miss him.
You know, our morals really aren't so bad. Some girls on the first date still won't kiss you good morning.
Well, that's our look at the generation gap.
Sure taught me a thing or two.
I'm delighted to hear it.
Yes, sir. From now on, I am never going to date a girl over 22.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, Francine, but you're over the hill. But don't worry, there's always Georgie Jessel.
There is no truth to the rumor that President Nixon will start his war on pollution by whitewashing Secretary Hickel. So if you hear it, don't believe it.
Oh, you know, Danny, it's so, the thing about, well, first of all, when I heard, George told, he said that you would be coming on, I was so, because, you know, first of all, I went to Las Vegas, I wanted to get into, you know, when you were doing your thing, and I couldn't, they said, I couldn't even get a seat because they wouldn't even let me, they were all completely sold, and I didn't know what else to do, and but when you walked, that day, and you had those funny, you were wearing those funny shoes, I couldn't, and when I saw you, I said it was so fantastic, I was so excited, because I don't know when I've been so, it's never been a moment like it, so it's something that I've been looking for because you're internationally famous. And it's so.
Farkle, if you insist.
That's beauty, Farkleful.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes. That gold watch you sold me, it turned my skin green. Can you do something about it?
Certainly. I will sell you a green watch to go with your green skin.
Hello?
Would it do any good to mention that I'm a personal friend of Annette Funicello? Or Dr. Schwartzman? Does the name Emil Goldman ring a bell? My father's a judge.
How dare you burp in front of me, sir?
Terribly sorry, old chap. Didn't know it was your turn.
How many of you realize that it's not so important what we say as it is how we say it? Let's take a simple little word like oh.
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 Oh?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I... Oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Hello. My watch band is broken and the mainspring is shot and the arms are bent and the face is broken. What do you think?
I think I am falling in love with you. What is your name, young man?
Folks, there is absolutely no truth to the rumor that Lester Maddox digs soul food. So, if you see him out for dinner, you know that's no grits.
There is no truth to the rumor that Joanne Worley learned how to whisper in a sawmill.
There is absolutely no truth to the rumor that offshore drilling will be halted in California when the first oil slick appears off San Clemente. So when you hear it, my friends, please just ignore it.
This is my betrothed, Tyrone F. Horneye.
How are you doing? Now, daughter, if you'll just run along, I have some business to discuss that is a pure delicacy, and you will excuse it. I understand you want my daughter's hand.
Well, I was hoping for a little better than that.
son.
Oh, this is part of
I
my game.
hear tell you were a man of substance.
Oh, well.
You have interests, I presume? Properties and holdings?
Holdings, yeah. Well, I have some minor interests in the bicycle seat industry.
You know Horny?
Horneye. Horna. Accent umlaut over the EIG.
Horny?
Horneye.
I like you.
Good.
I like you. Horneye, I feel I can approach you not as a Horneye, but as an Ormsby. I'm going to take you into my confidence on a matter of some vast economic importance.
Economic importance?
Exactly.
Well,
Since you are a man enjoying regular employment, I feel certain that you will respond to this appeal.
What appeal?
Could you let me have $3 till payday?
When is payday?
How should I know when payday is? You're the one with the job.
Unfortunately, my investment portfolio is in my other sweatshirt.
Well, give it no mind. You have my blessing, Horneye. You certainly do. Well, I shall be leaving now, and I'll leave you in the very good hands of my daughter.
How'd you make out with Daddy?
Very fascinating. Daddy made out a little better than I did. My dear, it was touch and go.
Touch and go?
Precisely, my pigeon. He touched me for everything I had, and he was gone. Matrimony. Applause, applause, applause.
Are you gonna say goodnight?
All you have to do is ask. Good night, Dick.
Good night, everybody.
I got my girlfriend a birthday present that'll show her how much I love her. A cigarette lighter that doesn't work.
I know an NBC vice president who only gets 10 minutes for lunch because they don't want him to forget his job.
My girlfriend says she thinks her husband is the world's greatest lover, but she hasn't been able to catch him at it.
That's cute. I saw a girl wearing a mini skirt in the rain, and it shrank something wonderful.
Ask any woman her age, and 9 times out of 10, she'll guess wrong.
Did you know that the tattoo lady got a divorce from the rubber man because, well, he kept erasing her best picture?
No,
Well, you think that's something. There is a new deodorant on the market, and it's called ventriloquist. It doesn't solve your problems, but how you say the fella next to you will think it's him.
Henry!
Marilyn!
Marilyn!
Listen to this one.
I will listen.
My grandfather knew the Marquis de Sade when he was just a young whippersnapper.
The best way to stop the noise in your car is to let your wife drive it, you big dummy.
Oh, Henry and I have been talking. He has a problem. Listen, Henry! Trust me, I'm no good for you. Don't feel bad. I'm sure there are just lots of girls out in the world, how you say, that could make you much happier than I ever could in your fondest dreams.
I'm smothering her.
What do you say to that, Shorty?
Hey, I know they could, but they won't.
No one remembers.
You want to hear a really great one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you that French fellow?
Yeah, but I'm a different one now. Yeah, you remember Jerome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Well, I know a boss whose secretary is so ugly that when he chases her around the decks, he walks.
Speaking of God.
Oh, shut up!
It was the devil who made me wear this outfit.
Very interesting. But I never heard so much double entendre in my life.
Wolfgang, where in the world did you learn to speak French?
Well, I spent 3 years in Paris.
Fighting?
No, hiding.
The preceding program was pre-recorded. This program or any portion thereof may not be rebroadcast or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the National Football League. Thank you.
Good night, Lucy. I would surrender to you any time. And as for you, Gary, I take no prisoners. Oh, Mr. Dillickman. Well, we'd like to invite you and Miss Kitty, Fester, and Doc to the wedding of Tyrone with Gladys. But wear clean boots.